Oh, God! Her frightened eyes stared through the thick tar as it baked itself into her matted fur. Beauty had never looked so ugly. Yeah! That's a good one. The forest lay quiet and gloomy before him, the only sound coming from his paws, breaking open the fresh sheet of snow that covered the ground which he was prowling over. The forest lay quiet and gloomy before him, the only sound coming from his paws, breaking open the fresh sheet of snow that covered the ground he was prowling over. Any problems? Anyone? None at all. It's perfectly fine. What do you think this character is?
Predator.
Predator? How many legs?
4. Wolf.
Yeah, you just assume that straight away. Do you know exactly why?
I would assume it's him, actually.
Why? There's no wrong answer. I mean, I'm asking this
Oh,
question.
no,
I went to 4 straight away, but there's no reason for that.
There's a couple of things that I can pick out. First of all, there's the implication of barefoot.
Yeah.
So it doesn't say his shoes breaking through. It says now it gives the impression of being feral, because only something that is wild and feral is going out into the snow with bare feet.
Besides which, most two-legged predators either fly like birds, or they're cold-blooded, or they've been dead 65 million years.
No. Obviously, I meant bipedal, anthropoid. You know what I mean. Don't be silly. By the way,
no, I did not.
For anyone who's not been
You can't write stories about velociraptors. Don't tell me you can't.
I'll just think it. Hey, just as a bit of logistics, it's actually been 4:30. Anyone who needs to be anywhere else, please by all means don't leave. We'll go on with this for a little bit more if you want to finish this up. But if you have another thing to go to, it was written in 1943, and for Bullwer-Lytton Jaeger, thank you very much. The war on the Russian front was entering its 3rd year. My foot got stuck in a sewer for a couple of hours and I saw light. What? That's it. My foot got stuck in a sewer for a couple of hours and I saw light. Holy fucking balls.
Okay.
That's it.
The ship sailed in like a silent ghost, a lone torch burning at her bow, and when everyone saw she was bearing black sails, a heavy hush fell upon the harbour. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now this one, oh god, if I can delay that as much as possible. Look at that. Like ants carrying more weight around than anyone would deem them able to. Everyone here seems to bear an impossible load, and from today on, she would join them. Right? Stress, probably retail.
Have you worked retail?
I have not actually. In retrospect, she thought, the moment the funeral really went awry was when the pony exploded. In retrospect, she thought, the moment the funeral really went awry was when the pony exploded. I'm keeping this one. Does it belong to anyone in this room?
Is
Is
yours
it yours?
down?
Yep, it's mine. Can I have it?
Yes.
Sign it. Beautiful. 22 pairs of eyes were looking at Ms. Cordez. Good, solid, not too ambitious. Rain pouring on an unknown, lemon. Somebody want to help me out with that one? Give it a go.
Daylights? Something lights. Something like that. It could be. Could not penetrate to give my eyes any good humored sparkle coming.
I think he's supposed down.
Do we have it through the door?
No, not really. Just some random amateur.
Our story openers now have a musical track.
Yes.
Oh.
Would you
this is completely anonymous. I've brought my own hecklers here.
The same commands are set into the light-filled hallway, packed with...
What's wrong with this?
It's not really one sentence, is it?
It's not really one sentence. And after all that effort, here, I would just like to share this one with you, which is completely anonymous. Once upon a time, yesterday, on a rainy Sunday afternoon, it hadn't rained for 5 months, and the birds choked on food they couldn't find.
I like the incongruities.
Yep.
I think some people would love you for terrible.
It's not your game, Don. I mean, I wouldn't want to lead you astray, but it's not your game. He was woken by the snow, cold and sharp in the middle
Of the night.
of the night. He was woken by the snow, cold and sharp in the middle of the night. It stung where it touched his wounds, and he reawakened old pain.
And reawakened old pain.
Yes, yes, I said that.
You said he.
I sort of mumbled that.
Sorry.
He was woken by the snow, cold and sharp in the middle of the night. It stung where it touched his wounds and reawakened old pain. I don't know. What's this about sharp? What's it?
The snow was cold and sharp.
Ah, well, okay. This is an aspect of English syntax. This invites ambiguity because I read this as a list. He was woken by the snow, he was woken by the cold, and he was woken by the sharp. And there is no reason why you shouldn't interpret it like this.
Ah.
You see the ambiguity, right?
I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's perfectly valid the way that you wrote it, so it's just my fault for interpreting it wrong. He was woken by the snow, cold and sharp, in the middle of the night. It stung where it touched his wounds and reawakened old pain. Very inviting, very invigorating.
2 sentences though?
Yeah, I think it's a semicolon thing. No. It's they're kind of distinct clauses, but it's just a comma. It's permissible here.
If I wasn't under one sentence restrictions, it would have been 2 sentences.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
not what I get it.
syntactically valid here. 2 miles said, oh wow, I'm not even going to try this. Oh, somebody else want to give this a go? Let me do this one first. It was 8 past noon, and I was washing her blood from last night's shirt again.
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 That one word turns it all around.
I know, right? If it hadn't been for again, it wouldn't be nearly so powerful. How's our cryptographer doing?
There's just one word I can't get. So it's 2 miles out of town, and Frank was still wading knee-deep in discarded taco food wrappers. Taco, that was what
Knee-deep.
knee-deep in discarded taco. That sounds like either character in a dream or a nightmare or a fantasy
Or Mexican.
scenario where he's being put into hell.
Mexican purgatory.
That's what I said.
Alright, the raging locusts pelted furiously against the uncaring tinted windows of the car. It scandalized occupants, screaming in fury against the stupefied unfairness of the world. Raging locusts pelted furiously against... Do we really believe that there's locusts out there? Seriously. The raging locust pelted furiously against the uncaring tinted windows of the car. It scandalized occupants, screaming in fury against the stupefying unfairness of the world.
I've been in Virginia during the locust season, and yeah.
No. We're here for like, consider it as an index.
Yeah.
The raging locust pelted furiously against the uncaring tinted windows of the car. It scandalized occupants, screaming in fury against the stupefying unfairness of the world.
Okay.
Do we think that they're
paparazzi or?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I took it literally for a moment.
Yeah, you can totally take it. I don't know what the intention was. Is the author in the room still?
I went for absurdity, really. Absurdity over the top.
Were you looking, were paparazzi in your mind?
No, just scandalised, just really upset by the happening.
Oh, this is what it would have been better if you'd intended. Just saying. It's up to you. I'll hold on to this, by the way, because I said it really.
Yeah,
You wrote it right, but you thought about it wrong.
Yeah, I can edit and pretend.
It would have been better if you'd intended something else and wound up with this.
I'll change it so I did mean it.
Done. Good. And I'm done. I'll just edit it out. Here. The screams bellowed through the halls as Curse after curse bounced off the walls and to the frightened children's ears, followed by one thump after another, limbs flailing every which way, while the poor man's body, like a rag doll, rolled and rolled and rolled until he hit the bottom of the stairs and lay flat on his back, ending his misery and the start of a very long day. Ending his misery and the start of a very long day. Is the author in here? That only that last part, syntactically, that's a bit of a ending his misery and starting a very long day. They should both be infinitive. But other than that, screams bellowed through the halls as curse after curse bounced off the walls into the frightened children's ears, followed by one thump after another, limbs flailing every which way, while the poor man's body, like a rag doll, rolled and rolled and rolled until he hit the bottom of the stairs and lay flat on his back, ending his misery and starting a very long day. It's Homer Simpson falling off the stairs. Don't! That's kind of what I was going for. Excellent job, guys. Hey.